You've heard of ghost stories before, campfire tales and late-night whispers. But what if I told you? There's a place in the world where those stories don't just live in the dark. They hang from the trees, they stare back at you, they surround you. It's called the Island of Dolls, and once you know about it, you can't unknow it. Somewhere tucked within the winding canals of Xochimilco, an ancient part of Mexico City that still carries the energy of forgotten gods and floating gardens. There's an island you won't find on a postcard. At first glance it looks abandoned, a crumbling shack, overgrown trees, thick vines swallowing the shoreline, but look closer, every tree, every fence post, every branch is adorned with dolls, and they are put there for a reason, not at random. Are you brave enough to step onto the island? Don Julian Santana Barrera. The name is whispered with fear and fascination by locals. He lived alone on this island, a self-imposed exile from the world. He was a solitary man haunted by something only he truly understood. Some say he was driven mad by grief, others whisper of a curse. Whatever the reason, Don Julian dedicated his life to a singular, unsettling purpose, populating the island with discarded dolls. He found them everywhere, floating in the canals, discarded in the trash, left forgotten in abandoned buildings. Each doll, no matter how broken, found a home on his island. He was their guardian, and they, it seemed, were his only companions. The story begins, as many dark tales do, with a tragedy. It is said that a young girl drowned in the canals surrounding the island. Her body, tangled in the reeds, was discovered by Don Julian. He was shaken, haunted by the image of her lifeless eyes staring up at him from the murky depths. He claimed he could hear her whispers on the wind, begging for peace. One day a doll came floating down the canal. It bobbed gently, as if beckoning, and came to rest against the bank near where the girl had died. Don Julian saw this as a sign. He hung the doll on a tree as a way to appease the girl's spirit, but sadly it wasn't enough. The whispers continued, growing louder, more insistent. Don Julian became convinced that the girl's spirit was trapped, unable to find peace. Driven by some unknown force, he began to collect more dolls. He hung them everywhere. On trees, fences, the walls of his small shack, their lifeless eyes seemed to follow your every move, watching, waiting. As the years passed, the island transformed into a grotesque spectacle. Thousands of dolls in various states of decay stared out from the shadows, their limbs twisted at unnatural angles, their faces stained with dirt and time. The island became his life's work, a macabre monument to the drowned girl and the voices that haunted him. Is it the wind rustling through the trees, or is it the faint giggling of children? Many visitors to the island claim to hear voices, soft whispers that seem to come from the dolls themselves. Some report feeling a cold hand on their shoulder, a presence brushing past them in the shadows. Others say the dolls move their heads, their eyes following you as you pass. Is it just the imagination running wild in this unsettling place? Or is there something more sinister at play? In a cruel twist of fate, Don Julian Santana met his end in the same way as the young girl whose spirit he had tried so desperately to appease. He was found drowned in the very same canal where he had found her body all those years ago. Some believe it was an accident, a misstep that led him into the murky depths, but others whisper of a more sinister end. They say the island claimed him just as it had claimed the young girl. Did the spirits finally drag him down, or did the weight of his obsession become too much to bear? His death only added to the mystery of the Island of Dolls. Even today, visitors report strange and unsettling experiences on the island. Cameras malfunction, batteries drain. A feeling of unease creeps up your spine, refusing to be shaken off. Some say the dolls whisper to each other at night, their voices carried on the wind. Others claim to have seen the dolls move, their limbs twitching as if animated by an unseen force. Is it just the power of suggestion? the weight of the island's dark history playing tricks on the mind? Or could it be that the dolls themselves are imbued with something more? The Island of Dolls is a place frozen in time. The dolls remain, their lifeless eyes staring out from the shadows. They are a reminder of Don Julian's sorrow, his obsession, and the tragic events that unfolded on this tiny island. Visitors leave offerings, trinkets, candles, even new dolls. Are they trying to appease the spirits, or are they simply adding to the macabre collection that seems to grow with each passing year? The island is a testament to the power of belief, of the stories we tell ourselves and the things we choose to fear. So I ask you again, are you brave enough to visit the Island of Dolls, to stare into the eyes of the forgotten and listen for the whispers on the wind? Be careful. You never know what might be watching you from the shadows. If that gave you chills, you're not alone. The Island of Dolls is just one of many places where the lines between the living and the dead begin to blur. So if you're into strange, spine-tingling stories that make you sleep with one eye open, make sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the bell so you never miss what's lurking in the shadows. And hey, drop a comment down below. Would you guys visit this island, or is this one place you'd rather admire from a safe distance? Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay brave, and whatever you do, don't look behind you.